Well, there was a dramatic conclusion to 3 weeks of Trump's Manhattan trial testimony yesterday from the former president's longtime aide, Hope Hicks, who got emotional on the stand when she was recalling her time with the Trump administration.
But when it came to Michael Cohen, Hicks had nothing good to say, testifying, quote, "He used to like to call himself Mr. Fix-It, but it was only because he first broke it."
So here to tell us what this means for Trump's case is Fox News contributor and former federal prosecutor Andy McCarthy. Andy, great to see you this morning.
Morning.
Let's focus in. A lot of people are talking about this testimony from Hope Hicks that Donald Trump would have wanted to shield his family from these allegations around Stormy Daniels. Now, this was a prosecution's witness. They called Hope Hicks. Do you see it as a big problem? Because Alvin Bragg's big case is that this is a federal case because Donald Trump was attempting to manipulate a federal election. That's why he was trying to hide whatever was going on with Stormy Daniels. Now, here comes Hope Hicks saying, no, he was trying to shield his wife.
Well, it could have that impact. I mean, she said things that would be helpful to both sides. But I think, we're looking at how the emotion of the witness may sway the jury one way or the other, how, like, one after another of these people who come in say uncomplimentary things about Cohen. The prosecutors have already basically told the jury that Cohen's a liar and he's not a very reputable person, and they think they can win the case on the documents. The most important thing here is the judge's impact on the jury, and that's what I'm more concerned about than the witnesses. I mean, the fact of the matter is these non-disclosure agreements are completely legal, and Bragg has no legal authority to turn them into campaign finance violations, which they're not. But the judge is letting him do it. So unlike, our viewers here who get me or Kerry Kupek or John Turley or someone to come on every hour and explain how bad this is, what the jury's getting is what the judge is letting the prosecutors get away with. And I'm more worried about what the jury thinks than, just the emotional sways of the trial from witness to witness.
Andy, it also feels same as it goes with the Access Hollywood tape, because the judge deemed that it would be prejudicial to play, but the prosecution keeps bringing it up and bringing it up and bringing it up and reading about it. Is there a point at which that's all performative for the jury to try to say, hey, this is a bad guy?
It's performative, Pete, not just for the jury, it's performative for the judge. So the thing is, the judge let the tape in, right? He didn't let them play it, but he let them have a transcript of it. And more importantly, you have to think about where it fits into the prosecutor's narrative. They're trying to turn this into a campaign finance violation. So what they're saying is, when that tape came out, when it was reported on in early October of 2016, that ratcheted up Trump's incentive to pay off Stormy Daniels so that she wouldn't go public prior to the election, which is how the prosecutors are trying to make this look like it's a campaign expenditure, which it simply isn't under federal law. But the jury isn't being told why it's not a campaign expenditure under federal law. In fact, the judge let the jury be told that Cohen not only pled guilty to 2 campaign finance violations, but he let the prosecutors say that Cohen went to jail over that, when in fact Cohen went to jail over $4 million in fraud convictions. So again, what I worry about is not only how these little things fit into the narrative. The judge won't let them hear the tape. That's so the judge can pretend that he's being fair, but he's letting the words in, and he's letting the narrative in.
Yeah, it's all just seems so unfair. And again, we wonder whether these jurors are getting all the information, and that kind of depends on the judge as well.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Thanks, Andy.
Andy, thank you.
Andy.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You too.
You got it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.